All right. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Ooh. I like this background. I just have to look at it for a second. Okay. About to get started very shortly. About to get started very shortly. I forgot to turn that off. That was annoying. Waiting for 6:05 to hit, and then I'm going to go ahead and get started. Gonna get started on these charts. Trying to make money on these charts, but being patient is where it's gonna start. Cause I ain't trying to blow this money. Ooh, and trying to. I don't know. I'm just funny, I guess. One more minute. Start on the weekly time frame first of all. And then take that off. No. Let me actually make sure symbol. Okay, cool. Okay. 6:05. Awesome. Let's go ahead and get started, everybody.
This meeting is being recorded.
Good evening, everybody. You know why I'm here. Thank you for checking out another one of my weekly analysis. It's your boy ABK. And so you guys know what I do first and foremost. Before I get on these charts, I always go to Forex Factory to check out the fundamental analysis, because I like to see where there could be potential high impact news events that could affect the market. Now, I only care about the high impact news, and I'm not a fundamental analysis trader. I just want to know when it's going to happen so that I could be very careful, because there can definitely be some type of high volatility or high, like, just weird moves going on. So I want to be able to understand why that's going on just a little bit. But I don't care about the numbers and all that stuff, you know? So Monday, we have 9:15 a.m. Central Standard Time. Euro News, ECB President Lagarde speaks, or I hope I said that right. Tuesday, we have 1 p.m. U.S. dollar. Fairmachero Powell testifies. Wednesday, we have Euro News at 2:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. We have PMI for the Germans. 8:45 a.m. Central Standard Time. We have U.S. dollar PMI. Thursday, 6 a.m. GBP, we have asset purchase facility votes and news. So I'm supposing that's going to be like some type of high impact news on Thursday, because this is actually I don't necessarily usually see this. Maybe I just don't pay attention enough about news, and I don't know what this is, but gotta watch out for that. So, and if you guys don't know, for the Euro consists of multiple countries. So you have Germany, you have France, you have Italy. I'm pretty sure you have Spain in there, and you have a couple other countries that use the euro. So whenever those countries they have these important news events, that's when it's gonna take place, right? So now that I'm done with that, I'm gonna go back over to the charts, and now let's go ahead and look at the DXY. Ooh, this weekly candle looks so good. I love seeing this type of weekly candle on the DXY on the weekly. We haven't had a candle this size in a long time. We haven't had a candle this size in particular. I want to actually measure this. Let me use over here. I just want to measure how big this candle is compared to other candles. Not even sure if I could grab this, but we'll see right now. No, we cannot. That sucks. Oh, actually, yes, you can. There you go. So, bigger than that, bigger than this, with including the wicks. Well, actually, yeah, including the wicks, bigger, a little bit bigger than it, or same size. Like this is the only time that we had a big enough candle, and the price ended up dropping off from that. But that is not what I'm trying to say that's going to happen. I love seeing this huge bullish engulfing candle. That is telling me that the DXY definitely has some bullish pressure on it, and we've already been in swing trades on Euro USD. And for those who had been able to get into UChf or any of the other USD pairs, like if you're still in any of those, then yeah, you should be swinging. And even from this let me go ahead and I did not know that this was still on. So let me go ahead and okay. So let me hide this real quick. Sorry, I was looking at a message. If only there was a shortcut for you to hide, that'd be great. All right, so like I had mentioned about this bullish move to the upside, price it came. I wanted it to respect here, but price it dropped down a little bit more. Went to the upside, retest, continuation to the upside. That's a classic, like, painting move right there, to be quite honest with you. Like, that's something that he had always said that, oh, this is what most likely what price does. It pushes to the downside, makes that bullish push, retrace, continuation to the upside. So fire. So price moved way more than I expected, and as I've mentioned with Euro USD, when price usually gets over here to like the 23.6 fib, that's when I usually say, okay, I'm gonna move my stop loss to break even, because I expect price to maybe potentially start to turn around, right? So let's go on over to the 4-hour time frame. Daily, these bullish candles, like you have 1, 2, 3 bullish candles. Although I kind of would start here, but it's not 3 in a row. So these are the bullish candles, but 3 nice looking more bulls of candles. That is not telling me that there is any like that price is gonna like go bearish personally, but who knows, man, because there still is this monthly candle. Let me go ahead and actually hide this real quick. This monthly candle, it still has 10 more days left, and this can leave a huge hook to the upside, so we have to just be able to watch for that. But I'm not looking for any type of sells. I am looking, however, for retracements, because there is a possibility that, so this is my thing. I see here that, let me go ahead and get rid of this buy box, because it's actually, you know what? I'm going to reuse this. I do see that price went bullish right here with these equal highs, and then it consolidated. There you go. Then it consolidated, and then broke out to the upside with this flag right here, right? There's 1 or 2 things that could happen, and unfortunately, the first one isn't the one that I would necessarily want to do. Whereas price can just start from where like this bullish movement really happened, where price could end up coming to this buy box, and doing a retracement, which, if you look at it, is broken through the structure that is broken through previously. What it could really do is just come right back down, retest. You guys know my 71% at 91.011. That's what I'll be looking for, and for price to continue to the upside. That's what I would be looking for this to play out, right? But I also am like, well, we never got a proper retracement down over here. And if I go onto the daily time frame, even at that, let me go ahead and move this over to the side, because I'm still going to use those. I could still say that, okay, well, this is where the bullish trend really started. Like, this is where price really started going bullish. So price can definitely still come back into this 90.570 area. Like, that's kind of not what I would want to see, though, especially with this 50 EMA. I love how price broke the 50 EMA to the upside. That's a good sign on the daily time frame. So that's something that I'm gonna watch out for. Like this line right here, I'm gonna move it to 90.573, and I'm gonna give it an alert to a 71% bullish or daily bull. Yeah, there you go. And I'm going to create that because I'm going to be watching for price to get down there. But what I really want to, what I would really want to see rather is for price to just do this retracement. Like if you go into the 1 hour time frame where you really see where price, let me go on closer or go on lower to the time frames, where you really see price takes off right here. That's why I want to put my fib here. Like, let me just put it actually correctly. That's why I want to put my fib there. And then if price ends up coming down to said 90.573, then if I try to play this retracement move and lose, then it's literally going to just go back to a spot where I want to look to buy again, you know? So that's the only thing about it. But overall, I do like this play more for... Wait, where's my stuff? This is what I would want to see more, most definitely. And if price continue going to the upside, then it just continues to the upside. Yeah, you probably did. I just literally saw your message. It's funny. All right, so yeah, like I mentioned, this is what I would want to see. Just like I said, bullish, really big bullish 1 hour move. Price pushing to the downside, then continuing to the upside. I'm not going to try to play anything over here because there are some people I'm pretty sure who are going to the 15-minute time frame, and they're like, oh, well, DXY, I want to see a double top happen, which, I mean, kind of, it didn't do that necessarily from this bearish move. I'm pretty sure somebody might have tried to catch this. Retracement, continuation to the downside, happens like clockwork, but whatever. So yeah, price coming to the downside, it could be possibly happening, but I'm not watching for that move. I am looking for the bullet or the retracement before I look to buy again. So let me go on over to arbitrage. Oh yeah, I gotta do some work real quick. Hold on. Oh, it's not even here anymore. Cool. This is just a part of the indicator, but I don't really use it that much. Why is it popping up? Oh, never mind. Okay. So daily time frame didn't really get that retracement, but price, like I mentioned, price had already kind of like broke out and it was testing this lower danger zone. So we never got that retracement continuation to the upside, but price went crazy. It's already hit my daily target. So I'm debating now if I want to take my profits from Euro USD or just like leave a very small position in it, because I do, like I said, I do want to see. Let me get rid of this. Hold on. Where is it? There you go. Because I really am expecting, or I really do want to see a retracement on the DXY. And before I continue, I need to come and play devil's advocate real quick. Well, not devil's advocate, but I need to play the reason why I want to see, another reason why I would want to see some type of, or a reason why I expect some type of rejection here. Play the fib from the upside to the downside. Let me get rid of all this right here. Give me a second. I do not want to confuse too many. Get rid of that and get rid of these over here. Where is hide? Okay, whatever. Yeah, so from this push to the downside, look where price stopped at. 71% smack daddy. I actually just saw that on arbitrage. I'm not going to lie to you. It's just after I saw it on arbitrage, I'm like, wait, hold up. So this is a place where we could definitely see some rejection, right? I mean, we could see some, some type of rejection. Like price can like just start to retrace to the downside. And again, that's why I would want to see, that's a big supply zone. But I would want to see price like drop down to this buy box, and then I can take this continuation to the upside. Because I am not looking for the bears. I am not here for the sell. I am looking for the buys. So that's exactly what I'm trying to see. So price reject from this right here, make it from this supply zone drop down, then continue. Then arbitrage. Let me look on the weekly time frame. Yep, there we go. So weekly time frame, if this week closes bearish enough, let's say if price like ends up closing like down at like 91.465, this buy is going to be called on the weekly time frame, which then I'm going to be very much bullish on the DXY. I remember last time when price it came down here, I was trying to get like a quick, like early buy, but that ended up turning on me because price ended up dropping. So, and even look at this, all the confirmations are there calling for showing a buy. It's just that this now needs to close. So we have 5 days left. I need to see this close above the RSI line and the lower danger zone right here, and then I'm gonna be bullish completely on the. Well, I am bullish completely on the DXY, but then arbitrage is gonna confirm it for me. So I'm gonna go on over to Euro USD. Oops. Okay. Oh, this is not mine. Hold on, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. There you go. No, it's not. All right, so Euro USD, nice sell, nice sell. Price ended up moving 261 pips, and we were risking 260 pips. So price has moved 1-to-1 for the swing. If you have not already, move your stop loss to break even for that. I had placed this. We're all updated in the Telegram chat, which if you go to the description of this YouTube channel, you can be able to find it. That's where I give all my updates on the trades. And so, and I also send them out regardless. So, I'm going to go ahead. This was a play that I had mentioned on Tuesday. I just want to go over it real quick because I was going to make a review video, but just been busy with the platform. So, but yeah, I said price push up to over here. I really wanted 1.21374. I didn't get it, unfortunately. I should have just stuck with my 71% for an entry right here, but that's fine. You know, don't have to catch everything. And then price ended up falling, like massacring take profit, because this is where I would have taken all my money from that trade. So that was clean. Let me get rid of all this. I'm going to leave that alert there because I might need it. Okay, go on to the weekly time frame. All right, so weekly time frame. I love this bearish engulfing candle. Like I said, as with the DXY, there hasn't been a bearish engulfing candle like this in a while, so that is giving me good signs. Let me put the volume on. Oh, the volume is on. I just can't see it. That's funny. Not that big. Not that crazy. Not that much of a big volume on the candle, though. I'm not gonna lie. Not that crazy of a big volume. It is bigger than these two previous candles, 4 or 3. No, yeah, 3. This one is a little slightly bigger, but that was with the wick to the upside. I like that. So overall, the volume isn't necessarily that crazy, but I do love the move. And off of news at that, yeah, I'm pretty certain this is gonna keep falling. But as the same thing with the DXY, and then like I said, this is the reason why I'm debating if I want to take most of my profits and then just leave like a little bit running, because I definitely, let's just say from this high to this low, right? Look where price comes literally right back to. It literally comes back to 1.21374, which would be at my end. It would have already like hit my entry right here at 1.21074. So that's why I'm like, maybe I should just wait. Maybe I should take some partial profits, wait for the retracement, and then get back into another trade, which is what I'm thinking about doing. Or this is what's gonna happen, where if I put this all the way down here, let me go to where this downtrend really starts, right here. Let me make sure, go a little closer. Yeah, if I do that, then that would move price up to 1 point, and this is what I really want to see, for price to move up to 1.20468. Ooh, I did not like that at all. See, and then for price to jump off of like 1.20468, if this is where price is going to stop. Let me get rid of this. Hold on. Ooh, and look at this volume right here. This is how you know that price is gonna push the downside. Huge candle, huge volume. Yeah, I love that. But anyways, push the upside, continuation to the downside. This is what I'm really looking for. There we go. And I'm gonna start differentiating these, because there's a lot of people that ask me, "Oh, are you selling at this sell box?" And I'm like, not yet. It's not. I'm not looking for sales quite yet. I need to see some price action. Then it'll turn into a sell box. So this is what I'll be really looking for. on Euro USD. I'll be looking for sells in there. And then again, just like I had mentioned, what with the DXY, what could possibly happen? And let me hide all these. Is that, yeah, let me keep that right there. Is that price from this low to this high, literally at the 71% right now. So that's why I'm liking the chance. That's why I'm like, okay, this is where price is most likely gonna stop. 71%. I'm gonna just leave this as a demand area, and I'm gonna be watching right here. I'm not gonna put the whole demand box there, but I'm gonna be watching it because I do think that the possibility of price bouncing off of here to come to the sell box exists. So, gonna be waiting to see what happens. Those who are still bullish on the DXY or on the Euro USD, if you're still bullish on it, then hey, I mean, you can buy it here if you want. But I'm not bullish on it. I'm looking for the sell. So there you go. Oh, let me go on to arbitrage. I almost played y'all. Okay, what was this trade? Oh yeah, the daily time free trade. Yeah, this didn't come all the way up to my entry, unfortunately, on arbitrage, so that was a dud. But I was able to get a solid sell, so it's okay. But this played out basically perfectly because, like I mentioned on my channel, price did indeed hit the RSI line. Wait, did I? Was it on my channel or was it on Next Wave? I'm not too sure. I forgot. But anyways, price did end up hitting the... Okay, it was Next Wave because this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days ago. Yeah. So I had mentioned it on the live analysis. I'm pretty sure that price had touched the RSI line, and then I expected price to push the downside. It wasn't the prettiest, but it did it because it like barely tapped it. Like when I say barely, I mean barely tapped it. So it's all good though. Price over here, like I said, I'm thinking of just taking most of my profits because that was a pretty solid move, and I am expecting price to start to turn around. 1 hour time frame is starting to set up for a buy. There is a double bottom that's right here, so this double bottom could end up playing out. But what I would rather wait for, and this is Peyton's move as well, or this, yeah, like this is just like Peyton's move that I'm always going to call it that because he's the one that gave me that sauce, is that price is going to make double top, stop right here, end up dropping a little bit more, breaking out to the upside, retesting the continuations. So that's what I'm kind of looking for to happen. But I'm going to go ahead and set the alert for Euro USD for a buy. Long opportunity, only once per bar close. Show pop up. Yeah, it's already gonna explain it to me, so gonna, yeah, why not? And then create. So that's what I'm gonna be looking for on Euro USD for the 1 hour time frame. That's probably gonna be what's gonna be the play on Tuesday, unless it happens tonight, which I don't think it will. So yeah. Other than that, weekly time frame, let me go back to it. Same thing. I want to see this retracement, this weekly candle. If it comes like up to like right here, and price closes like that, I'm more than certain that Euro USD is going to keep falling. And I mean, I'm just looking based off of how all the other weeklies have played out, except for this one. This one was terrible. But the way how I like Arby, it looks pretty nice. I'm just waiting for these two to be confirmed. So that's for Euro USD. Let's go on over to AUD USD. Wait, before I continue, let me see if there's any questions and move my camera because it looks terrible. There you go. Okay, so AUD USD got the breakout. Where's the retest? Was there a retest? No, there wasn't a breakout, retest, continuation. But price ended up falling, and I like how it ended up respecting this swing overall and coming down to these equal lows. 0.73471 is definitely an area where I would look for price to like really like struggle to continue falling from. So gonna leave that there though, just for my visual, or for my eyes only. Well, not for my eyes only, but for me to be able to see that. Get rid of all of that, which that's what basically happened right there. That's crazy. And so AUD/USD, I had mentioned that there's this bear flag that price is going to probably end up breaking to the downside. It did way more than the digital dash weekly time frame. Again, we haven't seen a bearish weekly candle like this on AUD/USD for a while. Last time we did have one though, it was this, and this isn't necessarily a good look in my opinion. But you know, that doesn't mean that price can't respect it, right? So what I'm going to be looking for, like what we see right here, weekly EMA is holding. Last time price came to the weekly EMA right here, it rejected off of it and dropped to the downside. So we have to see what this weekly is going to do, but it's broken a structure that it has not broken in a while, which is really what I love to see on AUD/USD. It hasn't broken this structure right here in a minute, but my problem is, I'm going to leave it like this for now. My problem is that if price comes back in here, I'm going to be skeptical. Like, I'm just going to, like, that's just me. If price comes back up here, I'm going to be skeptical about the sales, although I know that's what's probably going to end up happening. It's just, I don't want price to come back into this range after it's broken off of it, and it hasn't been this low in such a long time, you know? Not such a long time, but it's been, last time price was at 0.74793 was back where it left this wick in December of last year. So it's been well more than 6 months since price has been at these levels. What price could easily do is this, like, reject off of this and then continue going to the upside, right? Because we still have to take that into consideration. It could be, let's say for instance, since this was an equal high from where price took off, although I don't really like this, from where price took off, it could be just now it's just dropping right below the 78.6, and then it could continue to the upside, right? It's still a little too early to say that AUD/USD is completely bearish, but I am basically there. I'm not gonna lie. But again, this could be just a level of support that price is using. It's at this demand zone. So I'm gonna probably have to wait for price to retrace up to 0.76900 before I look to sell AUD/USD again. Like, and that isn't the craziest thing. I mean, that isn't like the nicest look for me, but that's what I'm gonna have to play off of at this point. I'm not gonna really try anything else other than that. W happening right here. Price can take off, but again, I'm pretty sure arbitrage 1 hour time frame is probably gonna be looking for that setup. So hey, I'll probably look to get into those for like some intraday trades. I like this weekly time frame though. Like I mentioned, once I see this weekly close on arbitrage, once I see this weekly close under this RSI line, that's when I'm going to start being bearish long term on the weekly. So I need to see this retracement, continuation to the downside. This was from last week. I'm glad that's playing out. Daily time frame, extremely bearish, out of bounds. So I am expecting the price to start to turn around for sure. Like, I don't expect price to keep going. Same thing with 4 hour time frame, extremely bearish. I need this band to get right. And then 1 hour time frame, setting up for this buy opportunity. But as I mentioned, what I think is going to happen probably tonight, drop, retracement, stop right there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Boom. That's what I want to see. So gonna set an alert for AUD/USD on the 1 hour time frame, just in case. Once per bar close, then create. And so that is for AUD/USD. I'm not looking to buy where it's at until if it makes that stop into the downside, then goes up, then sure. Or if arbitrage gives me the buy, then I'll take it as well, right? So that is for AUD/USD. It's going over to UChef. Oops. Do I have anything in the chat? Nope. Okay. So UChef. With UChef, I like how price has rejected off of this zone that I had over here. That's why I had mentioned if you were buying UChef from this swing, that you should definitely like probably start to look to take some partial profits and move your stop loss to break even. But this was a solid move right here to the upside. Same thing with all the other USD pairs. But again, let me play devil's advocate real quick. I'm just gonna keep this. UChef the chart just looks clean. I don't need to really do much to it right now, at least from my point of view. Price could still definitely climb up a little higher and start to reject inside the zone, which I am going to have as a supply zone. Okay. So what I want to see is what price is going to end up doing once it comes to this supply zone over here, right? Where this potential supply zone. Where if price goes and holds over here, then I'm going to be like, okay, that retracement would look nice, and then a continuation to the upside will be ideal. Let me go into the weekly time frame, because I didn't even look at the weekly candle. I like how the weekly closed over the 50 EMA. So I'm a big fan of just holding this trade. Like UChef looks better to me than it does on EUR/USD. And there could be some people that are saying, well, what about this though? Price is probably making a head and shoulders right here. Price will have to come up to this supply zone first. Well, if it does, then hey, that could be a possibility. That could for sure be a possibility. I don't see it, but that could be a possibility. Gotta play the devil's advocate, because if you do end up trying to take a trade, you want to be able to know why you won or why you lost, even if it's ahead of time or if it's just, whatever. But this weekly candle looks amazing. Like, this is, if I were to try to get into another buy for the swing, if price stops here, which I think price might end up just keep going to the upside. I'm not too sure, but dang, man, this is a super bullish candle. I would need price to come back up to down to 0.90192 or something like that for me to get in for another super swing opportunity. But wait, what am I doing? Moving this up here. Alert. Fit by possibility right there. So that would be like I said, longer term. But when I'm seeing a bullish candle like this, I don't know if price is gonna get down there. And if it does, then hey, I'll just take a swing at it. Love these daily candles. Very bullish pressure. Or very, very bullish movement. That I don't even know what I'm saying. So again, just playing not really crazy over this position that much, because what price could definitely do is just come down over. Oh, it's the same thing actually. Never mind. I actually do like this. I'm tripping. So just waiting on UChef. Not gonna really do anything with it really, because it doesn't even look like price wants to stop yet. It's just consolidating up here at these highs. This 1 hour time frame, just like all the other USD pairs, is setting up for a potential buy. Let me get rid of all this stuff right here real quick. Or actually, I need it. Let me set this alert for the sell possibility. Shorts, once per bar close, creates. And then let me go on to the weekly time frame, see what that looks like. Okay, so from the buy on the weekly that UChef had played out, this is exactly why I was so bullish on, or I was getting into buys on UChef, even before, I was just like, yo, I'm trying to get into buys, because price was still respecting and rejecting off of this lower danger zone, and the price had called a buy right here. Although I don't like where it called the buy at, I still wanted that retracement, and so now For price to make a potential double top on the weekly time frame, it could happen. Could definitely play. It could happen. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not crazy over this daily because price is basically a take profit. So I am definitely not looking forward for a retest on this. Maybe right there. Yeah, possibly, because if price starts to climb down, sorry, couldn't speak, then this RSI line is most likely gonna move up like to like right here or something like that. So let's see what happens there. 4-hour time frame. Ooh, yeah, this is pretty much out of bounds, but it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't look like price wants to stop. So just be patient on UChef for this 1-hour potential. And even with this, I would have to see like some really good price action for me to actually get into it or something like that, you know? So that's with UChef. Be patient with it before you try to get into a sell, I suggest, because price could just easily just climb up to the supply zone. After these 3 bullish candles, are you really going to try to sell against it? You can. All right, let's go over the VIX, man. The VIX. Man, this is exactly what I was talking about, that I didn't want to try to get into a buy nor a sell on the VIX, and Peyton has been like calling plays left and right on the VIX. It's wild. He's been calling plays like John Madden or something. But y'all like that, I know. Very bullish VIX so that's a good sign that the US indices are going to start to drop. But likewise, just with everything else, I'm going to want to see that retracement before I try to get into anything. If price stops right here, then yes, I want to see that retracement for sure to back down to like 16.77 and then a continuation to the upside. I don't want to keep buying these indices. I want to see some bearish indices, honestly speaking. It's just not, I'm not comfortable with continuing to buy them, you know? I'm not really that comfortable always continuously buying. No, like it's not a healthy trend in my opinion. And price can come back up to 22.94. So I'm gonna be patient on the VIX. And again, 16.77. That would be a wave for another potential push to the upside, or a vibe, I should say. So I'm gonna watch for that. S&P. So S&P, after making all-time highs up here, wait, it did it? Yeah, it did. After making all-time highs, ended up pushing to the downside. And that's what I was saying all of last week. I'm like, if I'm going to sell this, I need to see some bearish pressure and then a retracement before I get into a sell. And boy, did I see some. So, daily time frame, I like where price is at. Price could literally just respect this right here and then keep falling. That's a huge possibility, but what I would rather see is this retracement and then a continuation. Now, actually, no, I can't. I would rather see this right here, because if I go into the 4-hour time frame, although yes, I do see the price dropped, and then it did a retracement. It did a retracement off of this right here. I'm not gonna say that it's not possible for price to come back up to this area right here, but price had already made a retracement from this low to this high. I mean, from this high to this low, lower high, lower low. So now, I would love to see it if it played out like this. Now I'm really feeling the sells more and more. Over here, 4210, that would be decent for a potential sell entry, in my opinion. Oops. Okay. So that's what I'll be looking for on UChef, on S&P. But we do have to also remember, from this bullish move right here, devil's advocate again, because what happens if price does indeed do this? They will be looking stupid. Price can come over here to 41.21 and then start to reject there and then go bullish. But I'm not looking for that. I'm not really feeling that at all. But I have to let it be known. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw this out, and then just have that there. Let's see what happens if price goes over here. But, and you see where it lines up too? It lines up right with if price does a retracement, continuation to the downside. Lines up right with it. So that's why I'm just like, let's see what happens. But I would love this play to happen. For me to get into S&P sell, I would love this. Going over to arbitrage. 1 hour time frame, very much overextended. I wouldn't even try to play that. 4 hour time frame, out of bounds, is gonna probably start to retrace. Daily time frame is probably gonna call a sell in the next day or two. But it's kind of the same with, like, you just gotta watch out for stuff like this. Like, price is already, when it called for this sell, if you look over here, the Level Pro and the Arbitrage Z were not, like, they were not showing that this was gonna possibly even, like, fall, right? Even over here, it was done over here, and price called for the sell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days after. Rather as right here, we got this clear breakout. The retracement would be inside of this upper danger zone, which would be fine for me. And I don't know. I'm just going to be patient and wait. I like the Level Pro, how it looks. But again, I have to be patient with the retracement and then see what price does there before I look to sell. So this is for the S&P. Going over to Dow Jones. I'll be watching you. Dow did the digital dash to the downside. Yeesh. Peyton called this one too. Once they said price broke through this, I was like, oh, that thing's out of there. Okay, so weekly time frame. Nice bearish move to the downside. I love to see that. Price broke through these lows. That's good. Daily time frame. Price crossed over the 50 EMA. I don't know if price is gonna, dang, all these red. I love seeing that low key. Since there's no retracement here, I gotta have to play this where price comes back up to 34,370 for a potential sell, but I don't know if that's gonna happen necessarily. Let me go on to the 4 hour and see where this bearish push really started. Okay, so right here. So yeah, 34,170, basically the same thing, would be where I would want to look to get into a sell for US 30 if it did end up coming up here. I love how it broke structures. Like, it just clean, and like I said, Peyton called it. Like, he's been saying, oh, I want to see sells, and I'm pretty sure that this would be a good sell opportunity if it came back up here. But I don't think it will, because I would just rather prefer it to just keep falling rather than not there. Rather than just retracing this move right here from this low to this high off the 61.8 and then continuing to the upside. That's what I would definitely not want to see. So that's why I'm just like, I'm a little iffy on if price would get up there for the sell. But I like how, like, on the 4 hour time frame, it's just broken so much bearish. These, like, structures right here that were holding it from dropping. If it could keep falling, then that'd be cool. Now that would make me feel more safe for a retracement rather than on the 4 hour. Although I am still, like, now I'm like, okay, yes, I want to see this thing fall to the ground. And I don't say that with, like, any type of malice or anything to the stock market or anything. It's just I'm going off of price action and market structure. Let me go ahead and go back to arbitrage. Daily time frame. Yeah, that's not my cup of tea. Weekly time frames very far before we get to the weekly, but I like how it's setting up. The RSI line is in the upper danger zone. That's a good sign for me for a potential true switch of bias on the on the Dow Jones. Our time frame, it doesn't even look like it wants to buy quite yet. So again, I'm just being patient with this type of move. And it kind of looks like the type of play that I would be looking for on the others. So like, yeah, the double bottom, you got price drop lower, make the bullish impulse, retracement, continuation to the upside for the start of the retracement, right? That's what I would want to see right now if I wanted to buy. But again, I don't want to. So Nasdaq. It's this one's interesting because it went and made a higher high just like with S&P and then dropped down. I like how it dropped, but it didn't drop as much as the others. So this is like kind of weird for me to like try to go on, because it could just very well be respecting this and they're trying to go higher high. And then if this is gonna go bullish, then that makes me think, is Dow Jones and S&P gonna go bullish or are they gonna drop? So out of everything, I'm leaving just like usual, because I don't really trade the Nasdaq. I'm gonna leave US 100 alone. Yeah, that 1 hour time frame, this looks like crazy to me. Retracement probably, but I'm not playing it. 4 hour time frame, arbitrage might be calling for a sell shortly, but again, it's not my cup of tea. I do like the bearish candles though, the blue candles. That means there's bearish pressure. I do like that. A daily time frame, it's still showing yellow candles and stuff like that. It looks like it just rejected off of this and might continue going bullish. And the weekly just looks like a doji. So, I mean, hey, what could very much happen on the weekly? Just like what we've been saying, right? Or what I've been saying, is that price can just make the double bottom, push to the upside a little bit, make that bearish push all the way to the downside, retrace, continue to the downside. So, let's see what happens with Nasdaq for sure, but I am not interested. Alright, tacos. What's going on, tacos? I love me some USD Mexican. Alright, so USD Mexican, let me go ahead and just remove all this because I was not able to get into a trade on this, but it's okay because can't get into everything sometimes. Unless you want, I mean, you can, but it's just you don't have to get into everything, I should say. All right, so from this bearish move, from this bullish move, price, like I mentioned, it never really came all the way down to make a lower low. So technically, if you were to ever buy like at 20.16169 and you never got the trade, you would never have lost the trade. And you would be in profit now. So that is a perfect example of why patience pays. I got into this and I ended up getting out like right here, I think. And I was okay with breaking even, or maybe I don't know, something like that. So one thing that I did say though, I think I said this like about a month ago, is that we have to watch to see what price can do up at 21.06716, because the way how price fell, it was pretty hardcore. Although I like this bullish volume on this over here, but I would have rather loved it like somewhere over here-ish. And even with this move right here, we could potentially see that price might hold here to do a retracement, right? Just like the other USD pairs. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark this off as just a big zone that I'll be looking for, like price to potentially just reject to make a retracement, because I am bullish. I like prices rising, volume is rising. I love seeing that. There's big volume on this candle right here. Ooh, like that's I like that. So it's not as big as this candle again, but still, I still like seeing that. So the retrace. Oh, let me get rid of this real quick. Hold on. Get out of there. So what I would love to see, and again, it's the same move that I've just talked about, like how many times. Price. No. Let me not do it there. So price dropped. W. Price consolidated, but I'll consider that to be a W. Then price ended up pushing to the downside. Push to the upside. Retracement. Continuation. Same thing that I've been saying over and over again, right? So that's what I'm looking for on USD Mexican. I would love for it to reject over here. This could be a good sell opportunity for those that are looking for the sells, but I'm not calling that. What I am watching for is this retracement and then a continuation. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at for my tacos. I would love to see this happen. And let me go on over to arbitrage. Oh, hold on, let me see real quick before I go into arbitrage. One hour price made this higher move to the upside. Yeah, just leave this thing alone for now. I would encourage that. Weekly time frame. Love seeing this bullish move that can potentially happen, but we have 4 days and 22 hours left until we can see that. So until price retraces and rejects off of this lower danger zone and RSI line, I can't get into that buy. That's me personally. And then I would have to probably find a different approach at getting into a long-term buy on USD Mexican. And same thing with this. This has already hit the second deviation right here. I'm good. I'm not going to try to trade it. 4 hour time frame overextended as well. I expect it to turn around, but I'm not going to try. And same thing with the 1 hour. You see, this is another example of why you don't take every signal on here. That's just like every other trading system. Like literally every other trading system. All right, so let's go on over to Mr. Goldilocks. Man, I am low-key salty about this. Why am I salty? Price came into my sell box and I had actually sells on gold and I wanted them to push more to the downside, but they ended up getting stopped out. And I said, okay, well, my rule is if I get stopped out, then I would have to wait for a different opportunity to get into a sell. My opportunity was gone and price ended up respecting off of this 78.6 over here, rejected, went a little bit higher, then pushed to the downside. Bearish overall. I've been bearish for gold overall for a very long time, like ever since price was all over here. I was bearish on it since last year, like late last year. And I just love the continuation that it's making because that's exactly what it looks like to me. Big volume compared to the other candles, except for this candle right here. But every other one of these is just bigger volume on this candle. So yeah, that's something what I'm looking at for gold. Daily time frame, what I kind of want to see is for price to make this retracement up to like 1862 right there. I'm gonna just leave an alert there and then get rid of this fib. Hide that for now. Once per bar close, I'm gonna know what it is when it gets there because I want to start heading out. All right, so what could potentially happen? Boom, 61.8 fib on gold on the daily from this bullish move that happened. So this could be an area where price turns around at, right? But 1748, 1731, very likely areas as well, and even lower than that before even trying to make a lower low on gold as possible. But before I can get into this, I'm not gonna just hop in right now because I'm seeing bearish candles. I need to see that retracement first, and then I'll get in. And again, I love seeing the high volume on these candles. High volume increasing as prices dropping, but it's showing big candles. I love to see it. So that's what I'm seeing on gold. Same thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to draw this and just have it as a demand zone and not a buy or sell box. Hide it. This is my sell box over here. Oops. Did not mean that. Okay. Or, you know what? Instead of making a demand right there, I could, well, I mean, that's kind of what I'm looking at. I could have it like this, where it's just like that. No, I like it better the other way. That's just me. I'm gonna have to make a certain something later. But anyways, yeah. So overall, if price this is where it's gonna stop, that's where I would like to go. Continuation. I'm not in gold, fortunately. All right, and so 1 hour time frame, it's setting up for the buy. I will go ahead and try this out because same thing here. Oops. Had a little double bottom right there. Price pushed up. Had a little double bottom. Price pushed up a little bit. That's what I would like to see. Same thing over and over and over again. And you just see it over and over again. Then you just like act on it, right? So set the alarm. Only once create. Once I get that alert, then it will notify me. Let's go on over to the weekly time frame real quick. This hurts to see because again, I was in from this sell right here on gold, and I had even mentioned multiple times on past analysis that like, yo, price can definitely come back up and come all the way up to this upper danger zone and respect it and drop, and that's exactly what it did. So that's kind of annoying to see as well, but it is what it is. Learning experience, right? And also it is what it is. So it was weekly time frame still bearish and never called for the exit. Daily time frame, it called for the exit right there, but I would not play that. I need that retracement regardless to happen. 4 hour time frame, nope. So looking at the 1 hour on that. All right, let's go on to the cryptos. I thought I heard something, my bad. All right, so let's look at the cryptos. Oh my goodness, that daily candle looks. First of all, no, let me just go on the weekly real quick. Okay, where is the 50 EMA? Well, that's weird, but okay. All right. Wait, that's really weird. Why is it not popping up? Hold on. What the heck? That's so weird. Volume's not pulling up either. What? Oh. Excuse my stupidity. Excuse my stupidity. I'm sorry. All right. So, but it's supposed to be high drawings, not EMA indicators. Okay. So, anyways, I like how the weekly on Bitcoin is holding on here right now. I love it. That's giving me more confidence that this is going to be a buy move. And I had already mentioned, first of all, look at this daily candle, how price just wicked to the downside. If you were able to get from when I had mentioned it this morning, if you were able to get to this buy right here when I said it's a risky buy, then you are up nicely, like really nicely. Like you are up to 2,400 pips. Shut up, Peyton. Oh my goodness. So overall, I had mentioned earlier today, yo, prices over here, it could definitely reject here. I didn't think it was going to reject that fast. That is beautiful to see. So yes, I am looking. I'm feeling pretty bullish on it. I'm feeling bullish on Bitcoin. So right now, what I would like to see. Oh, this is an morning star pattern right there on the 4 hour, big volume. Peyton, I mean, you guys know me and Peyton. We talk about these. We talk about Bitcoin in our chat all the time, and if you guys see our chat, you guys would think we're magicians or something. But anyways, lower time frame. This is what I'm trying to see overall now. I'm trying to see Bitcoin play this move out or wherever it stops at. Whether if it's here, because again, price make a double bottom, price push up a little bit, but then it wrecks it. impulsive move, it could even come up to 37,000. I would be fine with that. And then a retracement back. No, never mind. I'm not trying to see it go to 37. I want to see this retracement right here. 34,000. Continuation to the upside. If I could get 34,000, I'm holding that position. I'm going to swing it, and I'm going to take it to the upside for it to break above 44,000 and all that stuff. Like, I am not kidding. I would hold that, like, with, because and same thing, look at the volume. Like, you guys see the volume when price came down here and rejected off of it. You guys see the wick on the daily, on the weekly time frame is holding. There's so much different confirmations that are saying that this can possibly, like, it's still in bullish territory. So if price comes back down to 34,000, I'm buying. Like, I'm gonna just set a buy limit. I'm not even gonna wait on it. All right, slightly under. I know the possibility of 33,000 exists, but I'm not looking for that. I mean, you can if you're really looking for that swing. I just want to get this sniper and then be able to hold it, you know. But if you want to, you can put your stop loss like this. If you're looking for this swing, and then you take profit. Because overall, this is where I'm really trying to take it to, like 44,000 for if I'm getting in on MT4 or if I'm getting in on Coinbase or wherever. This is where I would be, like, this is where my next target will be at. But I really want to see the likes of, I want to see what price is going to do at the 55, 57K area. Or 50 to 55K area, I'm sorry. So, that is what I'm looking for on Bitcoin, this move right here. Because I am trying to hold it, like I said. And look at the risk reward, like a 1 to 10, that's insane. That is insane, but, you know, that's that sniper right there, so... risking 1,045 pips. So risk management is super key on this move. You better, is it 1,045 or is it? Yeah, it has to be. So you better be like, yeah. Risk management is super importante. Same thing with Ripple. I had mentioned, 70 cents is a perfect place to look to buy. 54 and 41 cents are also areas that you can buy at. But again, I am like, since Bitcoin has the dominance in the market, since Bitcoin has that market dominance, then I wonder if there's a Bitcoin dominance market, like dominance. Hold on. I might need to save this. This looks about right. I'm going to save this. I want to keep this. Yeah, there you go. I definitely want to keep this because this is the Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin dominance is at 45.20%. And I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that that's correct and go to coinmarketcap.com. Yeah, perfect. 44.6. It's not exactly the same, but it's basically the same. So price is double bottoming down here when it comes to with the crypto well, not double bottoming, but it's came back to these lows. I'm gonna X paint in. Let me see. Yeah, he already said there is. So that's awesome. I am pretty bullish on this, man. I love how price double bottomed on this move right here. That's cool, but this is just the overall demand zone. And, maybe Bitcoin dominance will start to increase again because price has been dropping. But look at volume. Volume has been increasing as price got over here. So that's kind of interesting to see. So let's see what this does. Like I said, I'm going to keep this on my chart for a while now. I'm going to keep this on my watch list because that's something that I don't know why I didn't think of looking at. But so 70 cents, as I mentioned, is a good price. I'm looking for the exact same move. This looks even better to me than Bitcoin. I'm probably gonna play Ripple before I play Bitcoin. To be quite honest, that's just how I am. Ripple's my baby. So with that being said, want that drop to 72 cents and then back up to 83 cents. Now I'm probably gonna swing this just like I'm gonna probably swing Bitcoin, but I'm setting a buy limit right there and having my stop loss right at 69 cents. And then I'm trying to take this bad boy to the moon. Not to the moon, but I want to see again. I want to see what price is going to do back up at these highs, because it does need to retrace from this drop that I made, no matter what, or not no matter what. But that's something that I want to see before I'm like, okay, like once price gets up there, like I'm just gonna be like, okay, maybe I'm gonna try to maybe look to take some partials from my exchange or something like that, or my crypto wallet. Who knows? But I have to see price get up there first, right? So overall, like I mentioned, this is what I'm looking for. I'm trying to have a very small stop loss for this move. Risk reward. Oh my goodness. That will be insane if that plays out. But that's what I'm looking for. So it's only crazy till it happens, right? Like I said, this looks way better than Bitcoin. Double bottom right here. Price push to the downside. We got that bullish move. Volume was high right here. Retrace, continue to the upside. Not that high, but higher than average, if you will. Litecoin, same. It looked basically the same thing as with Ripple. I didn't really talk much about it because I'm just like, it's probably gonna do the same thing as Ripple. I'm just gonna leave it alone. It did indeed, and so now, hold on, before I do anything, let me get rid of that. That was again the buy plays that I had mentioned that were up here. I didn't play it either, but I wasn't really concentrated on that. I want to see price redo the retracement, digital dash. So 147 is where I'm looking to get my buy on. Litecoin. I might play Litecoin and XRP on my MT4, but I am not like Bitcoin for Hugo's Way or any other like for most brokers is very heavy. Like like that 1,284. If you were to put a stand like a 0.01, that's a lot. So just just trade according to your account size. I don't know why that was so hard for me to think about. And I'm sorry, Peyton. I promised that I was going to go over it on arbitrage one by one, and I definitely didn't do it. That's funny. I'll just do it after Ethereum like usual. I'm sorry, though. Again, hold that L. Ethereum. Ooh, this is from when I had talked about it on the Next Wave channel. Rejected off of that 71% perfectly, and then left that wick to the downside. I love to see that. Now, what do I got to see? Same thing as with all the other pairs. And again, this looks good, just as good as I'm probably gonna play Ripple, Litecoin, and Ethereum, and just like see what that do, because these look amazing to me. These look really amazing. Retracement to like 2011 or 2111, and then push to the upside. Although I'm really trying to take this like to the sky. I wanted to break this heavy supply zone and see what it do. So let me just put my take profit over here for now. Although if it gets there and it holds, I'm probably gonna like take profit, like take full profits a lot later. Stop loss would be about there. Get closer to it just to make sure. Yeah, a little lower. Boom. So this is what I'm looking for. A 1 to 9 risk to reward ratio. That's amazing. And so yeah, that's what I'm looking at for Ethereum at this point. Like I love how it bounced off of that 71% for it to come back down, then to continue. That's that A1 like steak sauce. All right, so it's going over the Bitcoin arbitrage. Okay, so weekly time frame. I am not a fan of. This is my only thing about with the cryptos that I'm still iffy about, and this is just because of arbitrage, right? And this is what I use in edge market. Use my edge in the market. It's under the RSI line, but that compass line is nowhere near it. It's not even in. It's barely getting to the upper danger zone, and the momentum line. So this is the momentum line right here, the red line, and the compass line, the blue line. They're not anywhere near the RSI line, and that's what's gonna trigger any type of buys or sells. The red line is the confirmation, and the blue line is what gives the call. So the weekly time frame, I'm still not there yet for the sell on Bitcoin, and I like how the 50 EMA is looking. So that's another thing. Daily time frame called for this buy, like right here. Yes. Hold on. There. My bad. Okay, so my bad. I was just texting and stuff, and now I have no idea what's going on my phone. Okay, there you go. So Bitcoin called for this buy on arbitrage, and we can see that the compass line is over it, but the momentum line is still chilling down at the lower danger zone. I'm still not 100% confident based on arbitrage, but like I said, I already have my trip. I'm already having setting up my buy limits once I get off this call. Like that, let that be known. And I like how it's projecting off of here. It could be doing some type of inverted head and shoulders. I just noticed that it could be doing inverted head and shoulders. I don't want it to do an inverted head and shoulders, but it could. You feel me? It could just come down to like 34,844.6, but I'd rather it just come down to like 34,000 type of thing, you know? So that's what I'm looking for on Bitcoin. I'm pretty sure the 1 hour has been called for a buy. Oh, never mind. It's barely about to call for a buy, but I'm not going to play this. I'm waiting for that retracement first. Going over to Ripple, weekly time frame, rejecting off of the upper danger zone. Love seeing that again for the bullish move. Love seeing that. Love it. Daily time frame is not quite there yet, but it's setting up for that buy. So that's another thing on Ripple. We have here 4 hour time frame. It's not necessarily the greatest looking to me on the 4 hour for me to try to get into any type of buys, of course. So that's not what I'm going to be looking at. I'm going to be paying attention mostly to this. Well, not really the 1 hour. Who is... My dog is going crazy over there. Sorry. And then again, same thing. I just want to see price come down here. It probably will give a fake fake buy at first, but I'm looking for I'm looking for 72 cents. I'm looking for that 72 cents, and as we speak, price is dropping, so that's good. Is someone here? Dude, my dog is tripping. I'm not liking that. Anyways, weekly time frame, same thing. I'm not liking how LITECOIN is looking, and it's just like, it is under the RSI line, but again, compass momentum line, nowhere near to be found. I'm chilling. I'm okay. I could still be bullish on the cryptos, but I'm not. It has to make the moves on the lower time frames first before I'm like, okay, swing it, right? And so I'm just looking for the same thing. Nothing here on arbitrage for me to try to get into. I'd rather just wait for that 148.52 pricing than take price to the upside. So again, I'm watching for that. Ooh, what am I doing? Ethereum. Dang. I wanted to sit there real quick. My bad. Ethereum weekly time frame. Yeah, nowhere near. It's not even close to the lower danger zone yet. So I'm just like meh. All right, Ethereum holding over here at the lower danger zone again. That is money. That's like that stuff I love to see, especially with how I looked at it on the technical analysis side. Once I start seeing it on both technical analysis and arbitrage, it's a wrap. So that's what I'm looking at for Ethereum. 4-hour time frame. I like how it's starting to come up over here, but it's not quite there yet. I need the retracement, then a continuation. And 1 hour called for the buy, but I'm not crazy over that. So I don't like how that looks. So let me look at Ripple one more time on the 1 hour. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It does look good. I might try that. We'll see. So let's go on over to the GBPs, and then I am out of here unless anybody has any questions that they would like to ask me. So GBP USD ended up making this play. Remember I had mentioned, okay, I want to see the retracement. If I were to sell up here, it came to the 61.8. I couldn't get in because it didn't get to my 71%. Did the digital dash to the downside. So I was happy that I was like, you know what, I see price ranging, and that's cool and everything, but I'm going to need to see some real life bearish move before I even think about getting into it. So it even broke this zone right here. I like that. Currently rejecting off of here. So let me just go to the daily time frame. Actually, let me go to the weekly first and see what I have here. Okay, weekly time frame. All right, so price didn't end up doing this move that I thought it was, and with the way how this weekly candle looks, I mean, last time we had a weekly candle like this, it was right here, and price just ended up going bullish again. So weekly, I love what I'm seeing here. I have to see this retracement nonetheless before I try to get into another sell. And I'm not gonna say I'm 100% bearish on GU quite yet, but I'm loving what I'm seeing. It's just like with every other US dollar pair. I just need that I just need that retracement, and then I'll look for potential sells, right? Boom, something like that. That's all I'm looking for. And once, if I can get that, that's solid. But again, playing devil's advocate, the possibility of price, it came to the 78.6, the possibility of price making higher highs, that is possible. So I actually like this color a lot. So I'm going to just leave that like how it is and delete that. And also I'm going to delete this little zone because I don't want it. So let's see what GU does, but I would definitely want price to come back up to 1.400, and then I'll possibly look for some sells if I see on the lower time frames price is going to it's making some type of candlestick patterns or anything like that. So that's why I'm looking to sell. Dang, my watch list for potential trades is ridiculous this week. All right, so GA, I don't know what you, hold on, let me see something. Yeah, okay, never mind. I was about to say. So unfortunately, this play that I was talking about with GA didn't play out, but I'm glad that I didn't even attempt it, or I didn't even talk about it. I saw the alert. I saw how price was looking. I'm like, nope, I'm good, love, enjoy. Because it was not looking that great to me. And, also with AUD/USD, if AUD/USD is dropping, I'm not going to try to sell GA. That's just, I know the GBPs were bearish, and I saw what GBP/USD did, but not with GA. No, thank you. Price right now is at the supply zone. I gotta wait and see what GA does at the supply zone before I decide to do anything right now, honestly. So I don't like how it looks. It could potentially sell here, but I'm good on that because this is just a supply zone that's been used multiple times throughout, ever since like June of last, like for the past year, basically. So what could possibly happen? The stop hunt to the upside, and then all that good stuff. So I'm just gonna be patient and wait on GA. I have a little trend line that's right here it's a larger time frame trend line, and I just have it there just for visual representation. But I am not interested in GA. Did I look at arbitrage on GU? I don't think I did. So 1 hour on GU, same thing as the other USD pairs. Want to see that stop hunt to the downside, bullish move, retracement, continuation. But I'm going to set up a buy alert. What is this? Buy alert on GU. Long ones per bar close creates. And so yeah, that's for GU. GA. Okay, well, boom. Hey, you have a sell on GA. There's a sell opportunity. I would have rather gotten in right there, but I don't like. I don't know. Like I said, GA. If you would like, this is more. I would suggest to trade more for my arbitrage people. But if you want to take the sell on GA, it's not a bad look, to be quite honest with you, because I do still need to see a pullback on. I take that back. I would have to see what GBP, JPY, and Euro GBP looks like, but this doesn't look that great to me because the risk reward is just not fuego. If price was up here, then I would have said, yeah, sure, go ahead and try to take it. I mean, if you want to, you can, but it's just not my personal cup of tea. I would have probably rather try to get in here after this high retracement continuation off of like technical analysis and something like that. And if I see this, I'll just be like, okay, that's a good confirmation. I'll stay in the trade. So weekly time frame before I go any further. Weekly time frame. Yeah, this called for a buy right here, but it already did the break retest. I think this is just gonna keep going higher. I think I've been saying. Have I been saying that, or was I looking for a retracement? Not really. I was not looking for a retracement. Now that I think about it. Daily time frame still bullish. Bounced off of the upper danger zone. Yeah. 4 hour time frame bullish. So yeah, 1 hour you can try to sell it, but you're going up against a whole bunch of other bullish, like higher time frames. All right, so GJ. I had mentioned that price is up over here. I had gone into this buy a while back on not a while back, but a couple weeks ago on GJ. Let me go ahead and close that out, or not close it out, but turn it off. And once I saw price was rejecting over here, I was like, okay, the GBP pairs look like they could be dropping. That was what GA included, but GA didn't. And I made a wise decision taking profits right there, because what did price ended up doing? The digital dash to the downside, breaking this bearish structure. I love it, right? Love to see it. Love to see it. It's kind of like GU, where I was saying, okay, it could possibly go higher, but if it breaks this, then I'll be happy. So once it did that, now what I got to see? The retracement. 154.184 is not that bad of a look, honestly. But I do know the possibility of price going slightly higher and going to the likes of 1.45484. Well, it's the same thing basically. It's just a couple pips more. I mean, a couple pips less. But that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the retracement continuation. It's just what I'm looking for on everything. And same thing right here. What could it have been? When price made this, oops. I forgot to check this whole time. Okay, cool. So what I was saying is that the price made this double top right here, dropped. This on higher time frames, this is what could have happened. This is the stop hunt right here. So stop hunt, price drop, retracement a little bit, continuation to the downside. That was what could have happened on the higher time frames. Let me go see it. That's what it kind of looks like to me. Except there's no big volume on this. But that should have been your first sign that, okay, this could possibly sell, right? So, all these wicks up here. Push to the upside. Breakout. Retracement. If I can get that retracement to 154, that'd be nice. So, that's what I'm looking for GJ. But overall, on the weekly time frame, again, be careful. This is still extremely bullish. The volume was better than the previous 2 weeks, but it's still not the biggest volume. So I like the weekly candle though. It looks good, but I do see the potential that price could possibly come a little lower, reach stop at 151.468, and then continue going to the upside. So just watching for that as well. But again, in order for me to get in, I need the retracement regardless. So I'm going to go ahead and set this alert here. Once per bar. No, I don't need once per bar close on this. Create. And then let me go on to arbitrage. 1 hour time frame, if I'm not mistaken. Let me get rid of this right here. Set that alert on. Yeah, I like that alert on GJ. Daily time frame, call for a sell right there, but not unfortunately. I'm going to still need that retracement before I look to really sell it. Weekly time frame, very much still bullish, so that's out of the question. Look for sells there. Let me get rid of this. 4 hour, very much bearish, but so yeah. Gotta wait for that 1 hour to call for that sell first before I do any. Before I buy first before I do anything. And last but not least, I'm out of that. Euro GBP. All right. Euro GBP. I've been waiting to do this analysis. So I had mentioned with Euro GBP that what I wanted to see was for price to break through these lows. I don't know why I put one over here, but okay. For price to come and snatch these lows at the 71% fib, which it did, and then push to the upside. Fuego, perfect. That was sniped out. If I had gone in a position right there, it would have been a beautiful move for me. Fortunately, I did it, but it's okay because now what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for that retracement because it's the exact move that I've said like how many other times on this whole on this whole analysis. We got the drop. Wait, no. Sorry. We got double bottom. Price push up a little bit, then go lower. Now I want that push to the upside, retracement, continuation to the upside. So I'm looking for 0.8559, and I didn't set and I'm going to set an alert here. I thought I had set an alert on that one before, and that's what I'm going to be looking for a position to get into on Euro GBP. So I'm going to be watching for that either tonight or tomorrow night for the London session, because that's probably when it's going to end up happening. Going over to arbitrage. 1 hour time frame. I like how I was rejecting off of this upper danger zone, but I will not be playing anything off of there. Let me get off of that EG buy that I had called last week. 4 hour time frame has not called for the sell quite yet, and again I'm gonna need price to retrace first before I get into anything. And then daily time frame, I love this that it faked out to the downside with the upper danger zone and then came back right up. I love seeing that. Solid. And weekly time frame, very much bearish, so don't even try to, I'm not even looking for long-term retrace, like a long-term buy, super long-term on EG. So with that being said, is there any other questions? Does anybody want me to go over any pairs I am down. If anybody wants me to look at any of the pairs. I know that there's a little delay, so I'll be on here for the next 1 minute, and I will see what you guys have to say. All right, nothing. Okay. All right then, guys. Well, if that's the case, let me go ahead and stop recording.
The recording has stopped.
All right, guys. Well, if that is all I have for y'all, thank you for checking out my analysis. I do appreciate it. Please, if you guys got some value from this, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Check out our other videos. We do appreciate you guys for tuning into our live analysis and watching our playbacks. And, let's make some money this week. So, with that being said, later, y'all.